Well, Friday morning, heading out onto Caribou Lake. Broke camp this morning, and a bit windy, but pretty much not going to get any better from this 10-mile-an-hour wind. Not sure where I'm going to go. I'm going to head down into Horseshoe and decide from there, I guess, depending upon the wind and number of people I see and that sort of thing. But I'm definitely just going to go sightseeing and see some of the lakes a little bit. Still planning to kind of take it easy. Had a great night at the site. Well, turn so I can see it here maybe. There it is. A lot more protected than it looks. It has been getting battered by the wind, but the little cedars are very thick and it works out well. Alright, let's keep moving. Well, I'm here still on Horseshoe Lake, a little backwater, which heads into Vista. I'm going to go there right now. Got delayed for quite a while. Guy came out from a campsite on the point here in the Narrows in the south end of Horseshoe, where there's a couple sites there right next to each other. And nice guy. I just got talking to him and he asked me if my pack I had in the back was a CCS pack. And I said yes, and he's pointed to himself. And then I realized, yeah, that's Dan Cook, the owner-operator there of Cook Custom Sewing. So we had a good conversation about the moose and photography. He's a Nikon guy too. I don't know if you can hear this from the wind, but yeah, this is some beautiful country here. So, anyway, almost to the portage to Vista. I'm going to be on the lookout for moose. Dan said that he's seen a couple, so hope for the best. Well, there's Vista Lake. I'm camping at the middle campsite, middle of the lake. I don't think anybody else is around. I met a party of 3 coming out on the portage. I think they're coming out of here, so unless they came from south, I doubt it though. Anyway, ran out of camera battery right as I got to the portage there coming into this lake, so didn't get a chance to record it at all. It was really darn windy out there. It doesn't look like anything now. It looks really nice, but the wind is kind of going, shooting that way from the I guess you'd call it the west arm. So I had white caps. It was pretty tough. You can see little bursts of air here and there, but I'm in the sheltered kind of narrow neck of the lake right now, but it's really, the wind is changing. Can't tell what it's going to do, but I think the northwest wind, which had become more west during the day, I think it's going to become southwest tonight would be my guess. But anyhow, I took this campsite. I'm way up here. There's the rock face down. It's really a neat campsite. The landing is okay, but the climb up here is pretty awful. I just took the site because it was just so very nice. It has these really, a lot of rocks. I've rolled some of these over here. They were scattered all over the campsite. I don't know why people do that, but I just kind of rolled them back out of the way over here. Maybe later I can rebuild it, use it. Got this nice rock area here, these nice fresh logs, big cedar trees, look at those, and lots of trees, sun coming in, shade, breeze, everything. This neat area. Here's a nice little spot. I'll probably be able to sit right there and cook food on that table. There is a landing down here. I can find the trail. There it is. There's a little trail down to a landing down there in the woods. It's actually right to the water, but just a tiny little notch. Never even saw it before, but it would be just bare rock. But I'll show you what I mean by the landing and the approach up here. Yeah, tent pads aren't very good. The one back there is rough and bumpy. I actually wouldn't mind trying to put it there, but it's got this hazard tree, this birch tree that's just rotten at the base and really green and heavy at the top. And over here, really the only other spot is right here where I'm standing, but there's a heck of a slope to it and it's so close to the fire grate. This one's kind of close to the fire grate and quite a slope as well, and kind of wet, but it's got a nice slope and it's not supposed to rain anyway, but I think it would be dry. Kind of set up in there a little bit. But here's the trail up here. Yeah, isn't this something? Look at this cliff. Canoe's down there still. I'm going to leave it there. I'll have to flip it and stuff. But yeah, you have to take this little goat path. Down these rocks. I'm sure the camera here won't do this any justice, but wet, steep, and slippery. Smooth rocks too. Not much texture to them. And then you gotta walk along here. You can climb over. And now I can get down this path. And there we have it. Pretty rocky landing, but there is one little notch right here. That's actually a decent slope. I laid a little log here so I could set the canoe on it. It was laying right here, so I set the canoe on it so I could try to get it unloaded without scratching up the sides too bad. I might put another log or something to protect from that, so it's easier to get out of here later. But to get out there and get water isn't very easy. So I filtered a lot of water, and then I also filled up my water bag. Now I notice way in the distance over there, there's some dark black clouds. There was pretty much 0% chance of rain today, I thought. I would figure. But anyway, I'm in a nice spot. You can see that normally the water is way up high. Even the river running out of here into Horseshoe was just about nothing at the little waterfall there at all. So I think normally these rocks would be about half submerged, which would change the dynamics of it a lot. The two portage landings from Horseshoe to Vista, it's been many, many years since I've been here, but I have completely forgotten some of the two worst portage landings in all of the Boundary Waters, I'd say. Just awful. But here's a nice spot for the canoe down here. Kind of nice. I still gotta get this all put away and tied on and stuff. Big cedar somehow broke off, and now the log bench is up at the fire. Great. Don't know who carried those up there, but boy, they really worked. But very thick, mossy woods around here. Big old trees. Lots of old trees. Alright. Time to go back up to this big white pine blow down from, gosh, who knows how long ago that was. But climb the hill back to the campsite now.